First question's from Alana Rizzo. Go ahead, Alana.
Hi, Joc.
Uh,
How much
Hello.
how much more real is the whole situation that you guys are dealing with when your closer was just able to show up to camp after having tested positive for COVID?
Yeah, no, I hope they disinfected this seat trying to get me a Rona. But no, it's scary. It is definitely real. Um, and putting people out, well, it's killing a lot of people, affecting a lot of people. But from a baseball aspect, yeah, you can't come to the stadium for 2 weeks, I think, about is the minimum, and Asian policy, both just kidding. Um, yeah, all right, well,
Does it make you just more cautious knowing that you'd have to be out of baseball for a couple of weeks?
absolutely. You know, this is what kind of what we love and what we get paid to do. And considering the season's already got cut in half, it is everyone wants to be out there and helping their team win because all the games matter. And prepping for the season it's been a shorter summer camp, so everyone wants to just be a part of it and be firing on all cylinders. So we're taking it extremely cautious, wearing the mask around the stadium when we're not doing physical activities and desensitizing and cleaning everything. So yeah.
Apparently, you are the king of trash talking, and Alex Wood said that you're dead to him after you hit that 2-run shot off of him. How much fun are you guys having, albeit a strange time right now, but, you know, playing these intra-squad games against your teammates?
Yeah, no, I think that's the main thing is to have fun out there. And I don't know if I'm the king trash talker, but that was pretty funny. But no, we just laugh and have a good time. It is tough times, and we're just making the best of it. And so, yeah, I think that's all we can do.
Finally, for you, Joc, how close are you to being where you want to be offensively as you guys start this season in 12 days?
Getting there, feeling good. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, you would think of a normal season with fans, but we're not going to have that, and the kind of adrenaline that gets you pumped up and ready. But so it's kind of, I don't know, everything's a little bit new. Just getting these inter squad games and seeing how, like, your emotions and how the energy is going to be for the season. It's kind of hard to dictate what that's going to be like because we've never done it. But yeah, so I guess you just want to see as many pitches as you can and do everything you can to prepare, even though we don't really know what that's going to be like. So,
thank you, Joc.
Next question is from Brooks Smith. Go ahead, Brooks.
Hey, Joc, you've become a little bit of an internet sensation the past week or so. I think people have started to notice you bulked up in your arms a little bit. Did you change anything about your workout routine this past off season?
You guys are funny. Actually, yeah, I kind of started working with a new trainer. I had an injury in spring training to like my side-ish area, and kind of was coming back as we shut down, and then I took some extra time off just because I had a feeling it might be a little bit till we start back up. And then when we started back up, I wasn't necessarily feeling that great. So I started working with like a movement type coach to make sure that I was moving correctly. And so I've been doing some crazy exercises, but I feel great. I feel light on my feet, flexible and all that. So I've really enjoyed working out with them.
Another question from Alana Rizzo. Go ahead, Alana.
Joc, you had mentioned working with a movement style coach and doing some different types of exercises. What do you mean by that? What did he have you do that was perhaps different than you've done in the past?
It would be another day to answer like thoroughly, but just making sure that I guess your body's in the strongest, most athletic position. And so I'll do a lot of things like with with a band. Essentially, I don't know, like you want to spiral around your spine rather than doing like static bench press. There's just like other moves where it's more like you're getting into like a side power position than a normal like just bench press. So just using your body more efficiently, I guess, would be the short-term stuff. But yeah, like I've been doing these like spiraling lunges, and everyone's like, when they first saw it, they're like, "Isn't your back hurt? Like it looks like would kill my back." But really, it's kind of had the opposite effect, and it opens me up and makes me move freely. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain because I'm still learning about it and still adjusting. But it's been pretty cool.
Who brought that this coach to your attention?
Austin Barnes, unfortunately.
Does he work this coach as well?
Yeah, he did for a little bit, and he kind of brought it to spring training. And when I got hurt, he's like, "You need to try it." And I was like, "I don't know what you're doing, but that just looks weird." And then you just look on Instagram and you all like page and whatnot, and I don't know. There was another guy who I did some running stuff with in the off season named Tyler Saladino. He's playing overseas, but his back was like killing it. And he's like, yeah, he started working with him, and after like the first session, my back was amazing. And I just remembered him saying that. I was like, oh man, that's awesome, good for you. And I just went to finish running. And then I ended up reaching out to him before I reached out to the people, and I was like, hey, what was that thing you were talking about with your back? And then, sure, I mean, my back feels great. So, on my side, but yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Great, thank you, Joc.
Next question is from Robert Morales. Go ahead, Robert.
Hey, Joc. Last year you had your best offensive season in most categories. What do you think were the keys to that, and how much of the basic maturation process that a Major League Baseball player has to go through had to do with it?
I think a lot of it came from having a different mental outlook on everything and how I perceive, I guess, the game and hitting and all that, which I guess I got a lot of coaching, but worked with like a mental skills coach that kind of, obviously you guys had some ups and downs, and just to try to keep it more even healed, and it's really been beneficial. Past like 2 or 3 years, I've seen some big strides that I wish I would have known my first year or two in the big leagues. So I don't know, like if it's like maturing or like the MLB. I don't know how you said the first question, but like getting more time in the MLB, I think I could have been just as successful earlier in my career if I've known what I know now. So maybe it's a little bit of both. Like the game had to show me some things that I need to clean up.
Gotcha.
And it continuously need to clean up. But yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Next question is from Dave Vassay. Go ahead, Dave.
Hi, Joc. How much is still untapped in you, considering the season you had last year? How much more can you tap into to take it to another level?
I think that's the pretty special thing is guys can figures of my abilities and text messages all the time when I should be playing every day on this team, let alone a lot of other teams. But all that stuff it is what it is. I love playing for the Dodgers and doing my part, but who knows about what it could be off lefties or playing every day and whatnot. So I mean, there's definitely an unknown box there that hasn't been opened up for about 5 years. So Should be interesting, but I'm just excited to be here, help this team win a World Series, and do my part.
Joc, how much have you guys let Chris Taylor know he was thrown out by one of your clubhouse guys?
Hey, man, Chico's got a cannon. Yeah, no, we wore him out pretty good. That should have been on Sports Center top 10. But no, Chico's been doing awesome out there. I don't think any clubhouse guy would expect to be playing in I mean, those are essentially big league games or big league spring training games, and he's doing really well. Somehow he's getting a lot more balls than I've got. I've got like 2 out there the whole time, and he's probably had about 6 or 7 and made some nice plays, nice throws. So, did my captain Chico.
Will Taylor ever live that down?
I mean, yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it was pretty funny. I mean, it's something that'll be pretty funny for a while.